Hello everybody and happy new week, and here we are back again for our weekly energy forecast and oracle reading. So let's see what energetic weather do we have for the beginning of this week. Let's get a tarot card out and let's see what guidance is here. We have the Emperor. Now our Emperor is sitting on his throne and he's got his wand in his hand and he's got what looks like a map at his feet. So this all talks about power, and I'm hearing Spirit say right use of power. Power is never overtly aggressive or controlling or manipulative. An Emperor works with integrity and what is fair for all. So here Spirit is saying stand in your truth, stand in your power in the beginning of this week. And I'm hearing Spirit say take charge. Okay, so this is your life. You are the CEO of you. Take charge, take control of your life. You're the boss, I'm hearing. So what I'm also getting with this is, look, there's a lot of interesting energy out there. A lot of us are being triggered. A lot of us are feeling a little bit emotionally and energetically all over the place. I'm hearing Spirit say that the external world, external circumstances, whatever's going on in your life can only upend you and affect you if you give your power away, okay? Spirit is saying keep your power. You are the CEO of you. Take charge of your life and you get to decide what you allow into your bubble of peace, in your sanctuary, I'm hearing. Okay, so be your own good gatekeeper here, right? Take care of you, take care of your energy, take care of your own world. Okay, now let's get some further guidance from the magical messages of the fairies. This is a deck I haven't used in hundreds of years. So let's see what guidance is here for the beginning of the week. Nice, we have new career. The wording on the card says your work focus is shifting in a positive, new and successful direction. So in the beginning of the week, we're going to feel the urge to kind of push forward in our careers, especially in our sense of purpose in the world. We're going to feel like, nah, let's get on with it. Let's get the job done. Let's focus. Let's go. Let's do. Okay? Stand in your power. Take charge. Go for it. I'm also hearing confidence. So we're going to have a newfound confidence in the beginning of this week to do whatever it is that we need to do, to take charge of whatever it is that we need to take charge of where our careers are concerned. You are the boss. You are the CEO, I'm hearing once again, okay? So this is a beautiful card, and it also feels a lot like successful. It has a lot of success energy, Midas touch energy, like whatever you touch turns to gold in the beginning of this week. So it feels like we've moved through the storms, the triggers, the fears, the blocks, energetic blocks that were holding us back before. We've waded through that, we've cleared that. Now, full steam ahead now, because now we're going after what we want. Fabulous. Okay, let's get some further elaboration from the enchanted map. Rock bottom. Okay, when I tune into the energy of this card, Spirit is saying this is not scary. This doesn't mean that bad things are going to happen. Okay, what I'm getting loudly with this is this. Over the last, like we discussed last week, okay, we've been through a lot of challenges, triggers, fears. We've worked through the blocks that was stopping us from getting to where we wanted to be, that's been stopping us from getting what we wanted. We worked through that, okay? So now, in that process, we might feel like we're at rock bottom now because we were exhausted. We've had to clear so much and release everything that was holding us back. Like now we're exhausted. Now we're like at rock bottom. But rock bottom is the firm place that we build on. Okay, that's the point. Like what they're showing me here, what the last few weeks, the intensity of the past few weeks, maybe the last month even, okay? The analogy they're giving me is this, is that when we know what we want, they're showing me like a gate, like a fence, okay? It's a gate. So we know we want to go through there to get to the other side. And we walk along happily, we're moving towards this gate. But now we realize, hold on, now this gate is covered in barbed wire, it's covered in thorns, it's really a mess, and it looks like we're never going to get through this gate, okay? And that was a choice point, because we could either allow the blockages, the thorns, the barbed wire, the electric fencing that this gate is covered in. We could either choose and decide, okay, that's what's holding us back, so let's just turn around and go back to the way that we were, okay, doing what we've always done, getting what we've always gotten, okay? Or we can little by little remove the electric fencing, the barbed wire, the thorns. We can remove that, and that is slow, tedious, painful, okay? So the thorns, electric fencing, etc. is an analogy for our fears, our blocks, and all the rest that's actually been holding us back. So we're peeling that away to realize, okay, now that's gone, now we can go through the gate. But in that process of peeling away the thorns and the electric fencing and the barbed wire, we might have cut our hands a little bit. We might be feeling a bit raw and a bit rock bottom, like, oh, we're tired of doing this, but the gate is there now, okay? So now we get to go through the gate and move forward. That's what this means. Okay, so we're taking our power back. We're making some really great strides with our new careers, new businesses, new beginnings, whatever it is that's new. But before we go through that gate of the new, we've got to go through the obstacles first. And the obstacles really can leave us feeling like we've hit a rock bottom. But Spirit is saying, do celebrate that though. Do celebrate what you had to face and what you got through to get to the gate in the first place. Okay, now let's get some further guidance for the middle of the week now. This card pops up. We have the devil. Okay, and as you can see, the devil is sitting there talking to these two people, and he's telling them all sorts of nonsense. Okay, so this card speaks about feeling trapped, feeling betrayed, feeling like we can't move past it because now we're too scared. We got to this gate now. Now we're scared of what's on the other side of that gate, right? We've peeled away the thorns and the electric fencing, and now we're thinking, well, is it all worth it now as we go forward? Because now the little goblins, the little devils come out and say, remember, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, me, okay? Ignore it, okay? The little devils, the little goblins that come and talk that nonsense, that's just your fears. It's just more fears, more and more fears. The fears, however, would have been constructive before because they tried to keep us safe, okay? Don't need the fears anymore. We're grown-ups now, we're big. We can take ownership and we can be brave when it comes to our choices and decisions. Okay, let's get some elaboration from the fairies. Let's see. Middle of the week, assertiveness, more power. It says, stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. Okay, so as I'm tuning into this, as we're standing in our power, we have our emperor here standing in our power as we're moving in new directions. I'm hearing Spirit say, be selective with who you listen to, who you talk to, who you get advice from, because maybe not everybody is trying to row our boat with us in the middle of the week. Maybe some people are trying to drill some holes, okay, which would be the devil, the little goblins that want to drill holes in our beautiful plans and ideas for the future. Remember, again, I'm hearing it, you are the CEO of your life, you are the boss of you, you do what you know and feel is right for you. Be assertive, okay? Do not let people bully you or try to change your mind about your ideas. Okay, let's get some further elaboration from the enchanted map for the middle of the week. Let's see, this one pops out. We have Golden Palace. This card speaks about abundance, right? Opportunities, all that is good, treasure, right? Getting what you want. So in other words, what I'm hearing here is as we remain true to ourselves, as we follow through on our ideas, as we take charge, as we're assertive, as we say no to those little niggly fears, And as we say no to the people who are maybe not so supportive of our ideas, we get what we want. As in the prosperity, the abundance, the opportunities, all the good stuff that's on the other side, that we know is on the other side of that gate, we get it. Okay? I'm hearing persistence and perseverance is rewarded. And I'm also feeling like it's fast. Like this week is going to be a fast moving energy. So things will happen quickly. Fabulous. I like the idea of that, being the impatient Leo that I am. Okay, so let's see what energetic weather is here for Friday and the weekend. We have more power energy. We have the King of Swords. More power. Okay. Also bear in mind, the devil can also mean misuse of power. That just popped into my head. Be careful of misusing your newfound power. Just a little warning there. Okay. So here, this card speaks about strategy, planning, knowledge, right? So as you're now moving on the other side of this gate that you've managed to get through into the new beginnings of your life, make sure you have a plan. In other words, what is your goal? How are you strategizing towards that goal? How are you breaking this all down into biteable portions for yourself? Spirit is saying now's not the time to be willy-nilly about things. Now's not the time to wing it, per se. You want to have a plan. You want to be strategic and get as much knowledge as you can about what it is that you want to do. Okay? Logic rules the day. Logic and fear don't get on well. So as you feel tempted to give into fears and turn back, go into logic. Okay? Logic and fear are not the same. Okay, let's get some guidance now from the fairies for Friday and the end of the week. Oh, new home. It says moving is a step in the right direction for you. So for those of us who are wanting a new home, want to move to a new home, take this as your omen, okay, that this is going to work out for you. But in general, this is to do with also happy changes within your home. So if you've been having, let's say, difficulties with your relationships with friends or family in your home, I'm hearing the word healing, okay? But I'm also hearing more support. So for those of us that maybe worry about paying their rent or paying their bond or how they're going to make this work, it's clicking into place. Okay, there's lots of support here for the home come Friday and the weekend. Let's get some further guidance from the enchanted map. What guidance is here for Friday and the weekend? We have storm fields. This is a clearing, I'm hearing. Okay, so, okay. They're saying that as we've battled through that gate, we got through the gate, we're moving forward, we're being assertive, we're standing in our power, we've got a plan for our lives now, we're going for it. As we do that, like a little bit of a hurricane going on your journey there, we may stir up a little bit of dust. Okay. So in other words, as we're changing, growing and evolving, maybe there's some people that will resist that or who won't like that very much or might oppose our ideas, okay? Spirit is saying be neutral, be in your logical mind, don't get sucked in or drawn into drama, misunderstandings, be calm, be logical, think before we speak, because Aries energy is all about speaking and thinking about the consequences after. So let us think before we speak so we can avoid drama at all costs. Okay? Now, as I love to do at the end of every reading, is I love taking a card out of this deck called the Gateway of Light Activation, just to give us a little summary and some deep guidance, because these cards are quite deep. For the week. Okay, let's see what guidance is here for us in this new week. Okay, these cards fell out, so we need to pay special attention to them. 2 fell out. Okay, the first one that fell out, it says sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. Okay, let's read out its meaning. I love how this deck is written. Let's see, what do we have? It says, you are being guided to the gateway of your sacred self. This is an opportunity to recognize that the more tender and vulnerable aspects of your being hold keys to great power. Honor the sacred within. Reclaim any parts of yourself that you have disconnected from or abandoned. If you want to experience more love and belonging, look within. There is a huge lesson in finding love within yourself. Realize that false narratives have been floating around your energetic field, stories that have discouraged you from expressing yourself. You may even have been lied to and told you aren't beautiful. This card is here to remind you that you are beautiful, and more importantly, you can create beauty in the world. Recognize that you hold the power of the universe within you, and then you'll find your flow. Okay? How beautiful is that? So this is about being authentic, being real, being in your power, no matter what anybody says or thinks about you. Be true to yourself. That is a seat of your power. Then the other card that fell out, it says Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. How beautiful is that card? Okay, let's read out this one's meaning too. Let's just find it. Okay, this one says, you're a highly sensitive being. You might feel that this is a curse, but this card is here to let you know that it is indeed a gift. It indicates that you've spent lifetimes upon lifetimes living with a giant shield up to stop the world seeing the real you. But you're a highly unique soul with incredible gifts that are worth sharing. Through embracing your uniqueness, you can help many others embrace their own. This lifetime is a more graceful existence with less defense and more trust. It's not about protecting yourself, but stepping into the space of surrender and revealing your true self. So these two cards sound very similar. They're all about expressing our authentic selves, which is what, where did I put these cards? Which is the true essence of who we are, and it is the true essence of our powers, being real, being true to ourselves, being authentic, right? Taking that power and moving forward, no matter what anybody says or does, whether they like it or not. We need to do what I'm hearing the Spirit is saying is what we've been called to do this week. We've worked damn hard to get this far, and now we get to enjoy the success and all the good stuff that the other side of this gate that we spoke about earlier, we get to enjoy what that brings for us now. Again, those new beginnings, those new experiences that we're wanting to have. So, yay. Okay, so I hope that helps. It felt like a little bit of a jumpy energy, like it felt a bit scattered and a bit all over the place, but that's because the energy is heightened this week. It just feels like everything's moving fast. Things are happening quickly. And just when you think you caught your breath, there's another little thing that goes and happens. And Spirit is saying it's all good because it's all part of our evolution and it's all part of our growth. Spirit is saying we are speeding up the process of our evolution at the moment. Okay? And the Spirit is saying we asked for that. We asked for that. In that we all want better. In every which way or form. We all want better. And we want it now. So what does the universe do? It does what it always does. It says yes, and it says, okay, you want this and this and this. Right, so let's quickly clear the obstacles. Let's quickly get rid of everything that was standing in your path to begin with. And that's the part we don't like. That's the thorny bits on the gate that we're trying to get through. Those are the things that have been holding us back, and we need to take them off so that we can actually move forward. So it's a really interesting week. This feels like energy that I've never felt before. So let's see how this unfolds, shall we? So I hope that helps. I hope that you enjoy this session, and I hope it really guides you and gives you inspiration for the week ahead. So sending you all so much love. Have an amazing week. Take care and keep well.